superhero movie no longer feels like the event it once
It's not special. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel special at all anymore. And it's one thing to put out 3 Marvel movies a year, which even that is like a lot. But you're talking about, 6.5 hours of content or something. Now that we're getting 2 or 3 Disney Plus series a year as well, like you're talking about the amount of content for the MCU going from 6 to 7 hours a year to 40, 50 hours a year. And do I think that if all of them were like the best stories we've ever seen, I still think we might see a little bit of a taper off in terms of return on investment over time. But now it's combined with you're getting all of this shoved in your face and almost all of it is bad. So that's why it's so difficult to have this.
But I would also
That's
argue
a cinema trend in general.
Yeah, I would also argue just putting out too much of something does make it bad. Like that's part of it. Like that's part of the story. Like if the MCU was just going to shit out content that even the audience can't keep up with, that's hurting the overall universe. Like when you have a universe built around Iron Man and Captain America, and you start making stories that are supposed to be the end of the world, and Cap and Iron Man are nowhere to be found, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Where is Cap and Iron Man if it's so bad right now? Oh, well, the budget didn't call for them to be in this. That's a problem. It's a huge problem.
Oversaturation, man.
Well, it's a combination.
It's not oversaturation. The problem is only saturation. The superhero movies killed the movie business. We're not getting Little Miss Sunshine. We're not getting The Conversation. We're not getting the French Connection. You need to have all those other movies coming out to the theaters. Then the superhero movies are just a nice little bit of icing. They gave us, they decided that all we needed was icing. We needed cake. They've taken the cake away.
And that's why everything's so bad that the films that do come out that would fit that, like the Bike Riders, for instance, end up losing money. And so now, because of all of what they've done with this, they've killed independent cinema in a lot of ways.
Well, and also scarcity does, to a certain degree, breed people wanting to go see something. Having a Star Wars movie every 3 years makes you want to go see it.
The thing is, though, to the core fans, I'm not sure I've seen a point where, give them too much of a good thing and they check out. Give me a good comic book every single, week. I would have been there. I would have read it. I would have enjoyed it. And if all these things would have been good, I think for the core fans who love that stuff, this should have been a, superhero.
But that's not who we're playing to. So the core fans have been abandoned the core fans have long been abandoned. It's the general public who is the vast majority, the normies who come in, and it's when they start getting tired. Fatigue is not death. It is, I'm tired of this. I'm not gonna go as much. Another fucking superhero movie filled with and now Hollywood, to get their return, has to spend a bunch of money, and Disney in particular with Deadpool and Wolverine. And it's going to be fun. We're going to buy into it too, but it's not sustainable to have a multiverse with every fucking superhero. And at some point, you're going to have to reboot and dial shit down, dial down your budgets. In our bonus hour, we're going to be talking about the consequences of oversaturation and the strikes and everything Hollywood's gone through, because Hollywood has long past reached maturity. Like they just have.
No,
as far as movies are concerned.